I am Angel Balichowski. Welcome with me today is Thom Stark. I get to interview him on one of our off the parts. Thom, how are you this evening?
Angel, I am doing very well, and thank you so much for hosting this call. I appreciate it.
Oh, you bet. I'm excited to talk with you because you've got a really exciting topic and product to talk about, and it's something that I know I've been talking with friends and family about, this revolutionary product, Daily Digest, and what it's been doing for people, like, pretty much instantly. So I'd love to hear, if you don't mind, where you found it, what made you start using it, and what immediate benefits did you start experiencing from it?
Well, there are a couple things, Angel. John, the first is that, there's a phrase that we have, and I think you probably used the same thing, is that we are what we absorb. So whether we apply something to our skin, which is the largest organ on our body, or if it's something that we eat, we are what we absorb. But as I have been looking at this and studying kind of this general question, the thing that I've also discovered is that we are also what we digest. And it's kind of like breathing. It's what we breathe in, we take stuff into our bodies, but we also have to exhale, we have to release stuff that's there as well. So the thing with the Daily Digest, it's a new product offered by Essante Organics. The thing that I love about it is two things. One is that it is completely non-toxic. Every ingredient that's there is an organic product. It's organically sourced. It's a beautiful product. And it's something that I know will help my gut. It'll help my digestion. As you're aware, I'm a cancer survivor. I had what they call carcinoid syndrome. So it was a type of tumor that was in my and so my gut health, colon health is really important to me. It's really vital. So with this product, it helps digest food. We started using it almost a week ago. And in using it, what I've noticed is that I don't have that sense of bloatiness or just being weighed down. And sometimes when you eat and you don't eat quite right, you get that sense of real sluggishness, like your energy begins to drain, you start to get tired a little more easily. And I don't have that at this point. I started taking the product. I take it with 2 meals a day is what I do. And all of a sudden, I just feel more energy, and I can feel it in my gut, because that's, the sogginess, sagginess, whatever you want to call it, it's removed. It's gone. It's amazing, actually, how well I feel. And I was feeling pretty good beforehand, so I'm feeling really pleased.
That's really awesome. So, are you is this something you stop using at all, or is this something you plan on using on a daily basis for the rest of your life?
At the moment, I plan on using it continually.
Mm-hmm.
With the supplements that we take, the reds and the greens, the 7.365 shake, protein shakes that Essante has, those have become meal replacements for me. So I eat at least one meal less a day than I used to, and I probably eat only 1.5 meals a day food, but I get as much nutritional value or protein, those things that I need. With the Daily Digest, I'm not quite sure how it's going to play out. It's only been a week. My sense of it is that it's a product that would be a continually used product, because I can tell a difference, and I was already feeling good. So, I can tell it in how food digests, how quickly it digests, and just the boost in energy that I have. So I love it. Susan loves it too.
That's awesome. And being a cancer survivor and knowing what people are going through, what they've gone through, and even the way that it's treated, what is your best advice for those going through it right now? What are some steps that they can start taking now to start feeling better and fighting the disease themselves?
It's I say this to everybody where I share my story, and that is I was a little later in life before I had my first colonoscopy. And had I had it a little younger and had a little more in the time where I should have, I probably wouldn't be in the situation I am now. So anything you can do preventatively, anything you can do, whether it's diet, whether it's nutrition, any of that stuff, anything that you're applying to your body that is a toxic ingredient, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Don't wait until you get to a certain age and you have a conversation with a doctor that you really don't want to have. You know what I'm saying? It's you have to be proactive. And I know here in the States it's really true. I'm not sure what it's like in Canada, But, in the States, there is not a lot of regulation in the personal care industry. So chemicals are put into products. There's been roughly 23 new formulations since 1985, and less than 300 of them have ever been tested for long-term impact on our health. So hopefully it's better in Canada than it is here, but it's an amazing statistic when you look at it. Our government has allowed the self-care industry to regulate itself. And I just think it's amazing. The only thing we can do as citizens, as individuals, is to be proactive in what we learn, what we know, stop trusting our government to take care of us, because they're not, and use our buying decision, our buying power, and our education to then make the switch, those simple shifts, so that we can be more proactive in all aspects of our health. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and I think that's such a great point to make. And here up in Canada, we're a little bit more strict when it comes to our drugs, when it comes to prescription drugs. But, I mean, when you look at some of the products that we're starting to put on our babies, and of course I won't drop name brands or anything, but when you really look at some of the ingredients in there and what they actually are, why would we be putting that on a 10-pound little living being and having them absorb those chemicals into their body already and start, having to have their immune system start to fight these chemicals and what's going on with them. And I had some good conversations with people this last weekend about the same type of thing, and it's just, it's really unreal what we're allowed to put on our bodies. So
it's amazing, and it's stunning, actually. I told people this in a meeting last week, and I just said our government, the U.S. government, walked away from the personal care industry. I think it was 1938, and there was a guy sitting in the back, and he goes, "You're kidding." And I said, "No, it was back in this legislation, it was back in this time period. It doesn't matter who the president is or what party they represent. It doesn't matter what Congress represents from a political point of view. Everybody contributes to this mess." And so we have to educate ourselves. Our school system's going to do it. We have to educate ourselves, and then for our buying decisions, figure out what it is that's going to promote the best health. For those people who are already, maybe with a chronic condition like obesity or blood sugar, maybe reproductive problems, that sort of thing, breast cancer even. I know people with breast cancer who are going through that right now. You have to be more proactive in your regimen. So change your diet as soon as you can. Get some of that stuff out of your diet. Doctors really don't know what to prescribe. They only know what they know as it relates to medication and medicine in their realm of practice. They're not trained in nutrition. They're not trained, although they say they are, to look at the whole body. They truly aren't. And so we have to continue to educate those folks, encourage, and keep saying, fight the good fight, because it is a good fight and there is a way to win the battle.
Yeah, absolutely. I so agree. And I think when it comes to a product like Daily Digest, what you shared with us, and so many times people, because they know that they want to feel better, they start reaching for the diet pop or the fat-free food or the reduced, the light brand. And that, again, is another government trick, right? It's nothing to do. They just jumped on the bandwagon of using our minds to think that we're doing something good for our body by lessening. Meanwhile, a lot of those cause even more harm. So I think for those people listening today and listening to you talk about Daily Digest, definitely to reach out to you, because that's the solution. Taking something that's natural, that is helping your body to eliminate toxins, to eliminate the junk that's going on, to fix the problems that are going on. That's what we want to be looking for, not little band-aids of hope, but making ourselves feel better by what we're doing. And this is just a simple every day. How many times do you take it a day? Is it just once a day or 3 times a day?
The Daily Digest, I do twice a day, and usually it's when I'm taking solid food. So when I have dinner or whatever I eat for lunch.
Right. Well, that's great. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy lemon food. And you know what? We take it wherever we go. So if we're eating out like we did on Saturday night, we take it wherever we go, and there it is.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, you guys are such a good example of a couple doing this together, so that's awesome. And I'm sure having each other's support means a lot, right, as you're on this journey.
It means a lot. It means a lot, Angel.
Mm-hmm. Well, Tom, I would encourage people to get a hold of you. Where can they get a hold of you to find out more about Daily Digest?
On Facebook, a lot of people know me through Facebook at theorganicretiree.com. That's my website. I'm also on Twitter, Thom Stark 1 at Twitter, THOM, STARK 1 on Twitter. So there's a lot of ways, Angel, that people can reach out and get a hold of me.
Awesome. Well, it has been incredible to talk to you tonight. It's so good to catch up. We are what now feels like long-term friends, a couple of years now online, and got to meet you guys. But I really appreciate you doing this with me and sharing that product, because I'm really excited about it. I'm going to do my own videos as well as I go through my journey with it. So thank you so much for sharing with us, and I'm excited to hopefully talk to you again soon.
And thank you very much, Angel. I appreciate your time as well. God bless you.
Have a good night. God bless.